Hey crypto family, so today we're going to talk about the continued rise of Bitcoin and major companies adopting Segwit. So today we look at the price and we see Bitcoin is at $11,869, up 6.67%. Then we have Ethereum sitting around 938, down 0.96%. Ripple's at $1.13, down 1.41%. Bitcoin Cash is at $15.20, down 0.58%. Litecoin still performing great, up to $246, up 9.53%. Then Cardano's at 38 cents, down 0.42. Neo's at 136. Stellar is at 42 cents, down 7.36 cents. And then EOS at 973, up 0.59. And Dash is at 737, up 1.57. So good to see Dash in the top 10 again. But what I really want to talk about is Bitcoin here. So Bitcoin just had a recent rise. And again, it's approaching, its high for the past couple of days, trying to break out of that $11,800 level. So it's been doing great so far, and the main reason for this is Bitfinex and Coinbase have adopted Segwit. So we see here Bitfinex announced on their Twitter 2 hours ago, says we are proud to announce support for Segwit. Today, Bitfinex is delighted to announce support for Bitcoin deposit and withdrawals using P2SH segregated witness addresses. Segwit is a Bitcoin protocol improvement that facilitates scaling. The Segwit implementation means Bitfinex users can benefit from lower BTC withdrawal fees, approximately 15%, and improved processing times on transactions across the Bitcoin network. So this was huge. Bitfinex kind of led the way for this, and now that Bitcoin Segwit is actually, the code is finished and it's being implemented, now we have companies adopting it. So about 35 minutes after Bitfinex tweeted this, we have Coinbase tweeting it afterwards, saying our engineering team has finished testing of Segwit for Bitcoin on Coinbase. We will be starting phase launch to customers over the next few days and are targeting 100% launch to all customers by mid next week. So guys, Coinbase has over 846,000 followers. They have over 13 million customers. And for them to finally adopt Segwit for Bitcoin, that's saying a lot. That's going to provide a lot of benefits. And basically, Bitcoin's going to be more peer-to-peer now versus just a store of value. So we're going to go over a couple articles explaining what Segwit is and why I think this is so good for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. So going over to this first article here, it says, this was published actually yesterday. It says new Bitcoin code will finally boast full Segwit support. So it says, and it's not just because the Bitcoin code change is focused on scaling the network and it's tech that's potentially faster and cheaper. So a couple reasons why. It says, set to launch in the next coming days, the updates all revolve around Segwit, while focusing on making it easier to send Segwit style transactions from the software's default wallet. So it says, the first 0.16.0, the latest update, is all about making it possible for users to take advantage of their benefits. And it says Bitcoin Core contributor Andrew Chow told CoinDesk the primary change is the addition of Segwit in the wallet. This lets users easily create Segwit addresses. So basically what it's saying here is it's making it easier for companies to implement Segwit into their systems versus before, where it was kind of glitchy and companies weren't really comfortable integrating it. So it says here that it says now, though, with the software release, Segwit addresses will be the default, meaning that new addresses are automatically compatible with the scaling feature. So this is huge. It's already compatible, so they don't need to tweak it or anything to make it compatible. And it says the most exciting part of the release says with Segwit addresses being created automatically, wallet users should soon experience lower fees, and progress there could have wider implications. So this has been a long time coming. Everyone was kind of waiting for Segwit and to happen, and there was some basically some turmoil between it last year when it wasn't implemented, and then now we finally have it. And this other article here explains exactly the big benefits that it's going to have. So this article says, it's published 4 hours ago. It says, can default Segwit support make Bitcoin price rise even higher? And it says Bitcoin is undergoing some big changes as we speak. In the latest client update, Segwit becomes enabled by default. So it's a big step forward to improving the scalability of this cryptocurrency ecosystem. So having Segwit, it's going to, one, cause lower transaction costs, and then it's just going to help, increase the speed and everything that Bitcoin is transacted. So it talked about here, it says, Segwit is supported by default, and it says for service providers, this upgrade will be considered to be a welcome change. Although this is a user-oriented Segwit solution first and foremost, exchanges and wallet providers will benefit from it as well. It says the integration of the scaling solution may go a lot smoother. It will take some time until Segwit becomes a default solution on the Bitcoin network. So again, companies are slowly implementing it. I mean, you have Bitfinex, you have Coinbase. It's not long until you have the other companies start to implement it. Bittrex, Binance, all the others. So again, this is kind of be a snowball effect. And it's great to see it's coming now, since Bitcoin did have its slump over the past couple of weeks and now it's, rising again. It's saying that if Bitcoin can become a peer-to-peer currency again, this value will only continue to skyrocket. At the same time, the market price is mainly based on speculation first and foremost. And then a switch to Segwit by default may also improve merchant support again. So, merchants dropped Bitcoin due to high fees and transaction delays. And if those are non-issues in the future, then the leading cryptocurrency will become easier again. So Bitcoin will kind of maintain that throne and companies will start to implement it again because it won't have those problems. So this is great news. Again, these companies are adopting Segwit and it's just had great news so far for Bitcoin, continued rise here. And looking at this chart, I mean, again, I see 11,800 kind of being that small, resistance point here. And once we can pass that level here at about 11,800, then the next big resistance I see is going to be around 12,000. So once we're passing 12,000, then we're going to look at 12,800 after that. So it's incrementally rising higher. And again, I think this is great news for Bitcoin as it spreads. More and more people are going to start adopting Bitcoin again. And again, even lower transaction costs than what are now. But we've already come a long way, and I think this is just one more thing to push us forward. So I hope this helped you out. If it did, please give it a like. And if you have any questions, please comment and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thanks for watching.